Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this first episode in a brand new Let's Play series with me, CWATTYESO, here in Farming Simulator 19. We are currently on the Lakeland Vale Map by Stevie. This is where I'm going to be doing my new series. We are here with Dolores Floffelbotham, who looks a little bit different from when we last saw her on the old family farm. I think it's the cowboy hat that does it. But yeah, we've got a lot to do. New series, new map, lots of things to be getting into, and we're going to be taking a bit of a look round at things. See what we start with. Dolores has just acquired this wonderful farm from its previous owner, and we're going to see what we can make a go of. It is the first day of spring. Let's get that out of the way. We are starting the year right at the beginning. So we've got the farm silo here. Very nice. Very nice. We've got a few bits of equipment that obviously came with the farm when we purchased it. No doubt that will change as we go through the series. Lots of nice equipment. However, some of it may get sold off more or less right away at the beginning of the series, because a lot of it we probably won't need or won't use. Got plenty of shed space though, so got plenty of room to park new vehicles. Combine harvester over there, look. John Deere tractor. Looks like an 8R to me. And there's another one. That one's got twin wheels, look. Nice truck. And a trailer. Ooh. Wilson Pace Setter. That's nice to start with, isn't it? Yeah, nice little farming setup and operation. Now, got a loading wagon. Got a grain, got an auger wagon. That's nice. Oh, keep bashing everything on your desk, Chris. That's the way to do it. Right. Yeah. Nice harvester, but it's going to be a long while before we get to use that, because we, as I say, we are playing seasons. I'm playing 9-day seasons. I'm just going to turn the hood back off. The reason I've had to use that is for some reason I don't have the normal hood hide mod installed. So I can't just whack a button on me Nostromo to turn off the hood. Anyway, I'll get round to fixing that. That's something I can install later. I've been changing my mod folders about, moving them about, deleted some of the ones I don't use anymore. Or should I say, I've backed them up in the cloud just in case. This mod folder for this particular Let's Play is on a completely separate hard drive to what I've ever used before. So if we have any issues, then it's going to be because of that. Big area here for placeables. That's probably going to get used quite extensively as we go through the series. And there is a silage bunker over here. However, I'm probably going to remove it and have this more as an access road for vehicles. We'll see. We might use it for silage, making silage. Who knows? Obviously got Stevie's usual manure and slurry storage facility, and a water pump thing. Obviously got all new animal pens built into the map from Stevie, so got the sheep pen here, and they've all got proper animal pen extension support now. I mentioned this in my first look map video. If you've not seen the first look map video of this particular map, you can probably go and watch it after you finish watching this. Right, let's have a look then. So we start with the main farm, obviously. Move me mouse cursor. Probably doesn't get captured in OBS anyway, but I hate to see it just floating on the screen. We start with 4 fields down here, and we've got one other field here, which is sort of near the sheep and pigs area, behind the cow and pigs area, should I say, behind the sheep area, which is a grass field, dedicated grass field, which I probably don't need to do anything with. And then we've got a horse stable over here, which I don't know if I actually visited or not in my previous Let's Play. In my map look video, I probably did. In fact, I definitely did now, having just travelled over and seen the lovely rustic look of the building. Horses now horses I didn't do in the previous Let's Play on Fenton Forest, because of the way seasons have changed, the way horses have basically changed the way that horses actually work in game. So whether or not I do horses in this series, I don't know. I probably ought to at some point have a go, but I'm not terribly fussed if I don't. In fact, actually, I could probably sell that horse pen off and put in some more placeables if I need placeables down the road, me production factories and things. Right, quick look at the garage then. So we start with a John Deere 6M. We've got 2 identical 8Rs, and you'll notice straight away that all these are vanilla vehicles. None of this is modded at this moment in time. I haven't got any modded vehicles purchased or in use. These are all as vanilla gets. We've got the Crone, the big M450 mower, which is a nice mower to get. However, I might change it. You know, I might not use the Crone. I don't know what standalone mowers I've got installed though. I've got the Profi Hopper, and I've got the big M500. I haven't got the little Forshrit. Oh, that's a shame. Nice little Profi Hopper. Oh. Right. Because I might actually, in this series, use actual mowers. I might get some of it like these and put them on, because you can swath drop with them. I know you can swath drop with those ones, so I'm tempted to grab those. There's also obviously the Nova Cat, the Crone Easy Cut Special, which is an 18-metre wide drag behind machine. However, for field 5, I probably don't require it just yet, is what I'm going to be thinking to myself. Here is field 5. Right, anyway, like I said, playing with seasons. It's the first day of spring. Quickly open up seasons menu. I am using a different geo for this particular Let's Play. I am using the Texas geo, which means I can't do sugarcane on this particular map. And the planting season's a bit different to what I'm kind of used to. And as I say, we are playing 9-day seasons, which is why the timescale is set at 10 times at the minute. Just so we get through days a bit quicker and pass time a bit quicker. But basically, I've got 4 fields right now on this map, 1, 2, 3, 4, that require me. They don't apparently need fertilising. They do need cultivating. I might subsoil those. Just make sure the plough state is reset. Because normally, I would have thought seasons would have wanted ploughing. We don't need to lime spread at the minute, which is very nice. Very, very nice. So yeah, get to test out our equipment. We've got our planter, Vaderstad, some of this equipment might change. I might look at replacing some of this. The only reason being, some of the equipment might be a little bit too similar to what I'm currently using in my multiplayer series. For example, the Horse Pronto and the Vaderstad are very, very similar. In fact, they are pretty much what I'm using in my on our multiplayer server. So I might need to change that just for sake of change. I'm using something a little bit different. Maybe grab a Maestro. That's 9 meters. Oh, of course, the optional fertilizer mod does not work with the modded seeders and stuff. And I'm guessing that's going to be the same for seeders. However, for the seeders, I'm thinking of going down a different road to the Pronto. Completely, in the fact that we've got the Borjo DLC now, which I didn't use in my previous Let's Play series. So I might go for... These are new. Obviously got some mods by Stevie installed. Solitaire. And then obviously all the optional fertilizer mods. An additional tank, so that would go on the front to provide fill for that, and that's 12 meters, so that would be an upgrade for the Pronto. But like I say, I was thinking of doing the Borjo DLC as well. Right, we are going to require, though, for this first bit of a Let's Play, first episode, we're going to require ourselves to have... Going to get the old Culti Plough Platinum in operation. And go do those fields. We only start with 100 grand in the bank. However, no doubt some of Stevie's buildings have got solar panels on, which explains why I've generated $53 of income. Excuse me, cat's just being a pest. Trying to clamber everywhere, into corners and cupboards. Does anybody else get attacked, just get utterly trolled by pets whilst they're trying to play and do something important? Because I seem to. So yeah, this is our... Now, unfortunately, one thing I noticed straight away as I jump into these vehicles is that the previous farmer who owned them never bothered to buy the GPS attachments for them. So a lot of these are going to need to be retrofitted to enable me to do guidance steering. But anyway, we will get on, because like I say, I want to get these fields cultivated, at least, or subsoiled, rather than ploughing and cultivating. I want to get them subsoiled. But obviously, with this Geo, we've got slightly different times and things. This Geo that I'm using, you can harvest a lot earlier. You can actually harvest some crops at the end of spring. And the harvest comes to an end much earlier in the year. So I need to get on top of things. The first year is always the toughest when you start a new Let's Play with seasons, because obviously the first year you start day one of spring and everything needs to be done. Things do start to even out a little bit from your second year onwards as you start getting into your rhythm and your routine. And you start getting yourself sort of, I won't say scheduled, but you know exactly what you're doing on what days of the year pretty much. Like I say, for me this year running on this map, so our first year we're only starting with the initial 4 fields, so that's going to be a bit of a test. Because I don't know what kind of yield we're going to get off the fields. Probably not a lot. I don't know how much seasons. I can kind of forget how much seasons impacts crop yield on fields. There we go. Bit of in-cab. Well, don't stay in that view for too long, because otherwise you will miss bits of the field. Especially not using GPS. So obviously one of the things I'm going to be doing a lot more of in this particular Let's Play series that I haven't done in previous ones is use a lot more time-lapsing of certain activities and events. And I'm getting trolled yet again by a flipping motorbike now outside. Today, all I've done is get trolled as I've tried to record this video. If it wasn't the flipping cat clambering about trying to get into cupboards and corners and things, then I got trolled by the bin men coming around to empty the bins. Now I'm getting trolled by some stupid little teenage kid on a motorbike who really needs to take it in and get it serviced because it sounds like crap. Anyway, back to the video. I'm obviously going to try my best to time-lapse certain activities on the farm that take a lot of time. Here he comes again. I hope you fall off and break your neck. There we go. Yeah, time-lapsing certain activities that take a while, like subsoiling, ploughing, cultivating, seeding. Ideally, I'm going to try and keep these episodes a lot shorter in this new Let's Play. We're not going to have hour-long videos. I want to try and keep them around about the 30-minute mark, just to make it easier for people to watch, and hopefully see a few. Keep banging stuff on your desk. That's always a great help. Yeah, try and do things a bit different. Some videos might start with time-lapse footage if I've reached the 30-minute mark and I haven't finished in an episode, so we might time-lapse the start of an episode before we jump into the new episode's activities and things. And we'll give it a go. Like I say, I want to try and do things a little bit different in this Let's Play series as well. I want to do things a little bit more manually that I've not done previously, or I've only attempted briefly in other series as well. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to subsoil field 1 here, then I'm probably going to jump over, do field 2, and then I'm going to probably have a switch up, grab a seeder, get some seed, come down and get this filled up. Get one of my seeders filled up with seed and fertiliser and things, and then need to get the field seeded, get fields 1 and 2 seeded, then go back subsoil fields 3 and 4, then get those seeded. That gives us a little bit of variety in the first couple of episodes of the series. At that point, obviously, then we'll move on to obviously the fertilising, making sure the fields are fertilised, make sure they're weeded, and that goodness. I might get the chickens installed very, very quickly on the map and start getting into some egg production, because that's a good way to make, that is a good way to make money in any game. Chickens are very good. They require wheat, and people say, well, how can you do that when you have only just started and you haven't done a harvest yet? As is always the case with these maps, you do start with a little bit of crop in your starting silo, so I should be able to feed the chickens for the first year at least anyway, until we get a harvest done. And if worst comes to worst, I'll just buy some pallets of chicken feed to keep them ticking over. I imagine the eggs, the price of eggs will definitely outweigh whatever it costs to, you know, buy the chickens and buy the food for them. Might even get sheep put in pretty early on in this Let's Play as well, because we have got that grass field, so we are going to be able to feed them fairly early on in the series. Nice extended zoomed out camera effect going on here. I don't know whether to use this view a lot more in game. Oh, here comes the motorbike kid again. Somebody stick a broom handle through his spokes. You know, just jab a broom in his spokes and trip him up. Oh yeah, get the sheep in early. They'll be making wool, or will they? Because it's seasons, of course. They probably won't make a lot of wool in the first year, but we'll see. I do have the new manure system mod installed as well. I don't know how that's going to affect me later on when I start doing cows and pigs. And whether I'm actually going to need that to be able to access the slurry and stuff on the farm, or whether I'm, if I don't buy the manure attachment mod things, whether I can still just use a normal tanker or normal slurry spreader to fill up, or whether I'm going to need to faff around with the hoses. I haven't looked into that yet. I've not tried that before this Let's Play series, so I don't know how involved that system's going to be, but hey, we can figure it out together probably as we go through, like I do with a lot of mods. I try and figure them out. Oh yeah, get field 2 subsoiled, and then we'll get this part back. I might change up equipment early on. I might change some equipment and do a bit of rotating and swapping of equipment. I know there's already going to be people complaining about the fact that this is a US map, or it's supposed to be a US map, and where we've got a European John Deere tractor here. So I may look at switching out some of those vehicles and keeping and replacing them with some American vehicles styled. versions. However, I did kind of want to start the series out with the starting equipment that obviously Stevie gives us on the map, and I wanted to use that for a little bit, all the vanilla stuff, before I start replacing it with modded versions of equipment. And I missed a little bit of the field there, so let's spin round, go back, pick that up. Job done. So yeah, it's going to be a slightly different series. I'm going to be doing things in this series that, and different ways of doing things. Like, for example, getting the seed and fertilizer for the farm. Probably going to involve me taking a trailer up to the store, buying some pallets, and then using the telehandler to load those pallets, or empty those pallets into the trailer before driving the trailer back to the farm. I mean, I'm going to use auto-loading trailers in this series. That's a given. That's a fact. But I would like to do a few things just the manual way to begin with. Whether I decide to go for the I think the trailers I've got allow auto-loading light, which again, if anybody saw or has ever watched any of my Lone Oak live streams when I was playing the Lone Oak map, and I was live streaming that, some of the auto-load trailers have an option in the store when you buy them where you get like a light version of auto-load, which means they won't just pick up bales, pallets and stuff like that as you drive past them or drive near them. They only sort of auto-stack or auto-load the items when you've actually got them placed above the trailer, which means you have to manually go pick them up with a front loader, wheel loader, telehandler, forklift, etc. Take the pallets to the trailer, put them over the top of the trailer, and then it will stack them. It kind of makes it it still keeps some manual element of the loading process, but then it gives you the nicety that the actual stacking and aligning of the items on the trailer is going to be handled by the auto-load, so you don't have to worry about pallets and bales and stuff falling off your trailer or exploding in a massive heap of death and destruction. So that's something I will probably be looking at, grabbing an auto-load version of some trailers. I just hope the trailer pack I'm using in this series has got the ability to do mission pallets. A lot of problems I've been running into just lately with a lot of these auto-loading trailer packs and stuff like that is it seems like the mod authors don't realise that the pallets that you do for contracts are completely different than pallets that you buy from the store, or pallets that like global company buildings produce and things. And as a result, most of their trailers don't auto-load contract pallets, which means you can't do the transport missions in game with the auto-loaders. So that's something I'm going to need to have a look and a fix of. But we've reached the end of our cultivating, everybody. Subsoiling 2 fields is done. Okay, that's 2 fields that we've ploughed, subsoiled, cultivated type deal. There's still 2 more to do. Fields 3 and 4. However, I'm not going to do those just yet, because what I want to do, or what I want to do next, is actually get those other fields seeded or something, which is what I'm going to do in the next episode of the series, or at least start to prepare for in the next episode of the series. It's quite late in game, and I'm guessing I need to go up to the store, because I bet none of these seeders will come with any seed or fertilizer in them. me just quickly hook up to one of these. Nope. No seed or fertiliser in the machines to start with. Okay, that's not a problem. We can go to the store. We can get ourselves some seed and fertiliser. But for now, folks, I think I'm going to call it an end on this particular first episode of Lakeland Vale. Hope you've enjoyed it. There will be obviously more time-lapse stuff in this series, as you saw during the subsoiling process. I'm going to try and make these episodes shorter than I have done previously in the past, just to make it a bit easier for you guys to watch the videos, basically. So if you have enjoyed the video, please go ahead, click the like button for me, leave a comment, let me know what sort of things you want to see in this particular series, and I will see you all again very soon. For now, from me, CWATTYESO, it's goodbye.